Damour is a Lebanese Christian town that is 24 kilometers south of Beirut, part of Greater Beirut. The name of the town is derived from the name of the Phoenician god Damourus, who symbolized immortality. Geography. The city is located in one of the few flat areas of the Lebanese coast. It is built to the north of the river, the ancient Tamirus, which bears its name on a dune overlooking the Mediterranean. It is surrounded by plantations of bananas and vegetable crops. It has an area of 10.1 square kilometers. The Beirut Tyre Highway separates the plantations. Now dismantled, the track is a stopover. Churches. Now, there exist 6 churches in Damour, of which Notre Dame de Damour and Saint Elias are the biggest. We also find 3 other chapels, including Saint Thecla, Saint Michel, which was the first church in Damour, Saint Maroun under reconstruction, and Saint Joseph. These 6 churches are all Maronite churches. Before the Lebanese Civil War, Damour had another Catholic church, Saviour's Church. Tourism. Because Damour is one of the few cities of the Lebanese coast having a sand beach, and since it is 10 minutes from Beirut, Damour attracts tourists and especially water sports enthusiasts. Thus several restaurants, coffees and snacks are located along the beach. There are also a few restaurants at the edges of the Damour River. History. Emir Fakhreddin the Great had a great interest in Damour. In the 19th century, Damour was the flourishing center of the Chouf region. Its plain was then planted with mulberry and had 12 large manufacturing companies. 10,000 workers and technicians worked in the natural silk industry. The city has a real fascination for the Lebanese worker and attracts the largest majority of the natives in the Sahel region. During the last centuries, Damour was located on the central axis of fighting in successive wars. In 1302, after the Mamelukes took Awad Island, on the 8th of June the same year, the Cypriots landed on the Damour River. A battle took place between the Emir Fakhr-al-Din Abdul Hamid bin Jamaluddin al-Tanoki, his brother the Emir Shams al-Din Abdullah, accompanied by an army of Muslims against the Cypriot. The battle was won by Crusaders. Fakhreddin Emir was killed, while his brother Shams al-Din fell hostage. He was released after 5 days for a ransom of 3,000 dinars Tyrians. In May 1860, Druze forces committed a massacre of the people. During the nights of the First World War, inhabitants met the armored French cruiser Jeanne d'Arc sailors and received medicines, food and other needed supplies. In 1941, Damour was the French administrative capital, the city being a strategic crossing point on the road to Beirut. The 21st of July 1941 was the place of one of the battles that affected Lebanon during the Second World War Syria-Lebanon campaign. Australian troops, progressing towards the north along the coast, took Damour, held by the French Foreign Legion, faithful to the Vichy government. A ceasefire was concluded at the end of the battle. There were no more obstacles in the direction of Beirut. In 1942, the New Zealand troops built a track from Beirut to Haifa on the coast. On January 9, 1976, Palestinians laid siege to the city. On January 20, 1976, thousands of Palestinians committed a massacre of the inhabitants. See Damour massacre. During Israeli invasion of 1982, the Israeli Air Force bombed the city, which was under the control of the Palestinian militias. During the Israeli conflict of 2006, the Israeli Air Force destroyed several bridges on Highway Beirut-Tyre and on the Damour River. The historical bridge. The history of the archaeological bridge dates back to the era of Prince Bekir Shahab, who had a great interest in it. It was considered a strategic and important transit point between Mount Lebanon and the south neighborhoods. Mar Thekla el-Nami, Mar Mikkel al-Damour, Kayam al-Damour, Sardiyat, Gandouriya, Messiah. Bibliography. Robert Fisk, Pity the Nation, Andre Deutsch Limited. 1990, ISBN 9780233985169.